It's 11:11. It's 11:11. Oh my god, what perfect timing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Great start. I just had the perfect start and I just messed it up, damn. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee. If you're new, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Today's video is going to be a law of attraction success story. This is a personal money job type law of attraction success story. This is actually the result of my 2-cup method video. If you guys haven't watched that, definitely watch that video before you watch this and you'll understand a little bit more of what I'm talking about. So a lot of you guys asked me what the results of my 2-cup method were, and I kept saying that it required a little bit more time because it wasn't really a specific thing that I asked for. It was a more general, broad thing, which is also kind of a very cool part of the video. So I'm just gonna like go ahead and jump into it. I've been very open and honest with you guys about my job situation. My job has been fluctuating quite a bit in this past year just because I have been focusing so much on my channel, and I eventually would love to do this full-time. But as of right now, I could do YouTube full-time, but that would really require me to have a ton of sponsorships, which is something that I value, and I've talked about this in a different video. Again, I'll leave it linked on the screen if you guys want to get more into depth about sponsorships and my views about them. I don't find anything wrong with sponsorships, but at the same time I want to keep my values and my rewards based intrinsic, and I want to do YouTube for my purpose of just having a YouTube channel and fulfilling the creativity aspect of YouTube and really diving into why I started the YouTube in the first place, to create content for you guys. It's a fun creative outlet for me and I really do enjoy it. I think sponsorships are a great plus to have when it comes to YouTube, but at the same time I don't want to rely on them for my YouTube channel, if that makes sense. So I was basically looking for a job. I wanted to make sure that my job would allow me to still have my YouTube channel. So I was working brand jobs. They're called brand ambassador jobs and they're event style jobs, and I really liked them, but it's kind of hard just because you're constantly working with different brands and different people. It was very sporadic and all over the place, which was kind of messing with my YouTube schedule just because I would get jobs like very fast, and it was like I had to be there the next day, so it was like I couldn't really work my channel around that. I was just looking for a different job, and I had a specific brand job that was with a specific company that I really liked because I was getting steady work with them. That ended up falling through just because one of the managers actually left. So that whole brand part, which was like half of my income when it came to brand jobs, was gone. Just completely out of left field, gone. They were actually hiring for that manager's position, which I thought, ding, that would be great. That's a salary-based job. It was full-time, which meant that I would have to change my YouTube channel schedule and maybe only post once a week or twice a week. I really wanted that job just because I was like, I can do YouTube, I'll have money, I don't have to rely on, you know, sponsorships, and I can still grow my channel. But I think the thing that came through with that specific job was that the money was so great. I was so focused on the money aspect of it. I was offered to actually apply for the job, so I sent in my resume, I did all that stuff, and for some reason there was just no contact after that. Like, nobody called, no one knew what was going on. It was just very up in the air, and my mind was so focused on it. I kind of became obsessed with trying to contact them and like when they were going to contact me and be patient and all this different stuff because I wanted it that badly. I was having super vivid dreams about it. I was having dreams about preaching why I deserve the job, like actually getting the job. I was reading things like on my horoscopes and tarot cards that were like so geared towards jobs and money and career, and like every single sign I was like, oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I ended up getting a fortune cookie that read, expect a change for the better in a job or status in the future. Like literally every single thing was like pinpointing in my direction. Like, it was so crazy. I ended up test driving a Jeep because if I got this job, I would be able to get a Jeep finally. And the minute I left the Jeep dealership, the song came on, Don't Worry About a Thing. Like, it was just one thing after the other, and it's just like one of those coincidences that you're just like, really? Like, what the hell? Can you just give it to me already? Like, I was just like sitting there waiting for the job, and there was just no contact for like weeks, like nothing. So then I started to do more of the law of attraction techniques, like visualizations and manifestation techniques. I did the moon manifesting, and I did it for this specific job. Keyword, specific. I was so obsessed. I wanted every detail. I like literally went in. I even planned this video. I wrote down all of the coincidences, which is why I even remember them in the first place. I had them all in my notes, every little thing that happened. I was like, oh, I can't wait to share this with them. This is going to be a great story. And I was planning what would happen if I did get the job, how I would have to rearrange my schedule, only posting once a week or twice a week, and still nothing. Like literally, I was getting so frustrated because I didn't have half of my brand jobs that I ever get, and I was kind of told that I was going to be reached out by them, and I never was reached out. Like I applied, they sent me like where to apply, all this stuff. They were like, we will be with you shortly. Like that was basically all I got. So here's where it gets different. I had a very, very vivid dream. And I'm very, very big on like symbols and dreams and all of that. I feel like it's somehow I'm having that situation for a reason, and what I'm getting from it is something that I'm trying to tell myself, if that makes sense. So I had a dream about a crow. And most of the time, crows represent like death or a warning of something ending. In that dream, the crow's beak was taped shut, like with duct tape, and everyone kept trying to get the duct tape off, and then the crow kept like moving back, but like it kept like coming to me and like wanting me to remove it, and it would only let me remove it. And I felt so bad for the crow, and I was like removing the tape, and I woke up. I was like, what the hell does this mean? So I looked up crow. It means, you know, what I just said, but it also meant, I wrote it down, the bearer of bad news, telling you to make a major change in intelligence, destiny, flexibility, magic, and mysteries. I think now that I look back at this, I'm going to tell you guys what it means after I tell you what happened with the job, because it'll make more sense. So again, I was just waiting. I was like, great, am I going to die or something? So then I had my interview set. Like they finally got in touch, and they were like, oh, here's your interview. This is the time, like you're going to interview. So I was like, okay, great. Like I was interviewing for a job that they wanted me to get or something, or someone referred me to, but I really wanted a different position. So it was a bit weird. Like I wanted to like impress with the interview, but at the same time, that wasn't the job I wanted, and I would make that clear if they offered it to me. So I was like, okay, that's a good way in. So I did the interview. Hour before I did the interview, I did the 2-cup method. So creepy. Like a lot of you guys told me I did it wrong, but obviously I did it right because I got what I wanted. So I did the 2-cup method, and it was so creepy. It's like dimensional jumping. The water bottle cracked the minute I ended up finishing the pour from one cup to the other, which was like, it was really creepy at first. Like I was like, ooh, but like it was pretty cool. Whoa, did I just jump dimensions? So I did that the hour before the interview because that's what I wanted, but I did something a little bit different than what I did when I did my moon manifesting and visualization techniques, which was become more general. I wanted to figure out why I wanted this job. Like, what was this job gonna bring to me? It wasn't necessarily the job that I wanted so much, it's what I would get from it, which was financial stability and being able to go on my channel and not rely so much on sponsorships. So I ended up doing on one side, I actually took a picture of the 2-cup method, like my post-its, because I didn't want to share it with you guys at first just because I wanted, I don't know, it to be more personal. I feel like the more people you tell, especially the internet, you start getting like limiting doubts and beliefs in your mind based on what other people are saying, and I didn't really want that to happen. If I can find it, I'll leave it on the screen, but I wrote it down. My current situation was career instability with few financial gains because I was like all over the place career-wise, and nothing much was coming from it. And then my desired outcome was career stability with passive income. Keyword passive. My channel was my main priority. Even if I got this job, it would not be my main priority. It's not something I want to be when I grow up. A couple of days later, I ended up getting a call saying that they didn't want me for the position. They ended up like interviewing a ton of other people, and I was not one to go on to the next interview. And I was like, well, like the 2-cup method sucks. I was like, okay, no worries, like they still have an opening for the other position. that I really wanted. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll go for that. But like, I was just so bummed out. So I ended up going to Orlando for an event that week, and Noah and I were sitting at Starbucks, and I was telling him how a lot of law of attraction gurus preach you know, this magical thing, and people get like kind of weirded out with the law of attraction and think we're just like lazy people who just think things in our heads and magically it appears. And I was trying to explain to him that it doesn't just magically appear without like taking action and, you know, becoming more conscious and all this stuff. And I was basically saying like, people think it's just magic and it's not. Like it's a lifestyle and all this stuff. I was like, you can't just get things what you want like that. And I literally went like that, and a Jeep pulled in right in front of where we were sitting outside, and Noah and I just started laughing so hard, and he was like, oh babe, if like you wanted a Jeep, I would definitely get it for you. And I was just like, But it was weird, like the minute I snapped it like pulled in. It was so creepy. So then I started thinking again, me and my signs, I was like, what is that trying to tell me? And I was thinking, you don't just get it like that. I was doing all of these manifestations really wanting this specific job for this specific reason, and I was like kind of self-analyzing what I was doing, and I was like, you know, I'm focusing so much on the how, because deep down I was like, what do I really want? I want the financial freedom of that job, and I also want my main priority to be YouTube. So somehow that wasn't aligning with that job because I never got it. So I was like, where am I going wrong about this? And I was like, I am focusing so much on the how, because I was here thinking that my manifestation was going to be that job. But the manifestation isn't even the job at all. It's what I was getting from the job. I was focusing on how I can get the financial stability, and I was kind of micromanaging the universe and like telling the universe, if I get that job, then I'll get this manifestation. I was showing it how. And I'm like, I need to step back and focus on the general aspects of this manifestation and not focus so much on how I'm gonna get it. The manifestation wasn't even the job. The manifestation is the financial stability, which is what I did on the 2-cup method. I generalized the manifestation. I was gonna just like let it flow to me now, all with taking action with the general manifestation in mind. So I was like, okay, I need to find a job, and I wanna find a job again in correlation with my YouTube channel that I can like still have my YouTube channel, gives me financial freedom and ability to be flexible. I really like, you know, time and flexibility with time, things on my own schedule. So that's what I wanted. I woke up one morning and I was like, I'm just gonna see what's out there and, you know, apply. So that's what I did. I ended up coming across this teaching position, teach kids English in China. And it's all online, it's all remote from home. I ended up getting that job. Now, here's the like weird thing about it, is that I was getting more money from this job hourly than the brand ambassador jobs that I work. But also, all I have to do with this job is log on for 30 minutes, teach a lesson, and then log off from home. With the brand ambassador jobs, I have to apply to different jobs every week, get the job, sometimes interview with multiple different companies, and then drive all the way to the events and work. So technically hourly, I was making less money doing the brand ambassador work than I was doing the teaching. At the same time, the same week, I put out there that video of my limiting beliefs and my doubts and this whole situation of what was going on in my mind. Basically about like my limiting beliefs. You guys were amazing with that video. You guys made me feel so much better. But one of you guys actually told me that my job is not YouTuber or whatever. I'm a teacher teaching lessons to people when it comes to my Manifestation Wednesday videos. So the fact that I'm sitting here as a teacher now, not only to like you guys and teaching you all these techniques and stuff, but also just being able to teach these children in China English is aligning with my lifestyle. I am able to do it from home, work on my channel full time. I make more money. I have a lot of different job opportunities and time slots. It's not just like a few 30-minute classes. It's like every single day I'm working, and I'm able to do something that means something to me, is fulfilling, but at the same time aligning with the lifestyle that I want. And this whole time I thought it was that job. It was not even that job. And now that you look back onto that dream of the crow, I think the crow was like somehow the universe, the bearer of bad news. I was kind of like letting it unravel by undoing his beak to tell me the bad news so I can like fly and like flow with the universe and let it like actually give me what I'm supposed to be getting, instead of like halting what I'm supposed to be getting and receiving because I'm manipulating the situation and focusing so much on how I'm going to obtain a manifestation. So that it was just, it kind of all came full circle, and I'm so glad it did. I am so happy. If you guys take anything from this video, if you're so focused on a specific manifestation, look at why you want that thing or person or decision or life. Why do you want that? Is it really the life you really want, or do you want it to obtain different feeling or goal that you feel that you're gonna get from that situation, person, or thing? And if that's the case, that's not really your manifestation. It could be, but the fact that you're so focused on how you're able to get the general manifestation by manipulating and controlling the situation of trying to obtain a specific life you think will bring you that, that's not the case. Focus more on the general idea. Let life flow, but take action, follow your gut, just let it flow and don't manipulate and control the situation. I hope you guys liked this video. I am so happy that I got a new job. I'm able to do YouTube, and it's just all kind of aligning perfectly. Feels so good, so good. That is it for my video. If you guys liked it and want to hear more law of attraction success stories, definitely give this video a thumbs up or let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys all in a future video. Bye guys. I'm literally editing today's video. Like, I was just finished, I was in the process of uploading it, and a crow just landed on my palm tree. No joke, as I am editing this video, a crow came over by my window and just started singing. Like, I freaking love the universe. Like, I can't with the signs, I can't.